Hello everybody, I have a 12 by 12 process video for you today. I know it's been a while, so let's get to it. So I am going to start by using my Studio Calico Mist in the back, and the reason I'm using the stencil, I'm not really trying to go for circles, but I usually make a big mess with my splattering and it usually is too much. So I'm just kind of using the stencil so that I don't get too much on the background and I get a more subtle splatter, if that makes any sense, because I just didn't want too much. But anyway, so that's why I'm using the stencil, not really to get circles. And that stencil's from Stampin' Up. It's one of their 8x8s. It's actually a nice size stencil. So there I got my little background there to start my base, and I'm using a craft cardstock base. And then I'm going to just ink up this designer paper, and everything is from my scraps. I haven't bought anything new since the Scrapbooking Expo, so everything is from my stash now, and I am trying to get back into my groove of scrapbooking since I've been doing a lot of just not art journaling, but my Fobonichi journaling, as well as my baby's Project Life album. So I'm jumping right in with a big, this is a 5x7, I think, photo, and it's from earlier this year. So I'm taking my Amy Tan stickers there to spell out Ohana, and I like the way that that color scheme goes along with the photos, the colors in the photo. Again, just took a scrap piece of blue cardstock from my scrap bin, and this is another scrap. I'm trying to make it work, but it ends up not ending up on this page. So I just have a box full of scraps that I just dig through, and I just look for colors and patterns that I think would work. So I realize I'm ready just to commit and glue this down, at least get the location of it on my page. So I just start gluing everything down. And yeah, I'm trying to stay in screen for you, a little more centered. I cut it in a banner shape. And then I'm going to use my tiny attacher to staple it. Even though I'm gluing it down, the staples are just more for accent to decorate the left side since it's such a large open space. And I just like to use my tiny attacher whenever I can. So it wouldn't reach through, so I just stapled it. So it's not really stapled with anything together, really. It's just there for looks. These are some enameled shapes I got from the Scrapbooking Expo. They're from my mind's eye. So I just added a heart there. Here's another one of those little scraps that had the right colors. That teal, the yellow, the gray. So I thought that went well. So it is just a little sliver of a scrap. You can see I keep almost everything. So I'm happy to use it when it actually works on a layout. So here I'm just tucking it underneath the photo and just trying to determine how much of it do I want to show and which way left to right, where did I want to put it. So these are some chipboard pieces I've had in my stash for a while. They came in a Simon Says stamp card kit a while ago that I haven't used up, so just happy to use them here. Again, the pops of color is what I was going for. And then this was a free printable from Studio Calico, and so I had it printed and punched out already, so I was happy to use that as well. And again, I had the right colors was the main thing, and that's how I usually choose my embellishments, is by color. So this was also part of that Studio Calico free printable, and it was gray, and it was just a nice little journaling spot, so I just tuck it under there. And then again, I just wanted to add some pop of color and interest, so that's why I added that tag up to the top there, sticking out. And then this is a floral image I cut out of the Stampin' Up! Catalog itself. You've probably heard me say that before. I just go through the catalog and cut out the images of their stamps so I could use them like this. And it turns out really nice, I think, without me having to stamp or purchase the stamps. So I was digging through my stash some more, and I had these cloud cutouts. So one of them is vellum, and I put a little dot of adhesive. You can see it, but it doesn't bother me at all. It was just one little spot, and I think it turns out okay. It's not distracting. So I'm just adding my journaling here on this tag, the date and just location. And then I just thought for continuity, I'll add 2 more of these enameled shapes just so that I have a visual triangle of these 3 embellishments around the photo. And then I just thought I'd add a little pop of these little gold ones as well for a little pop of color, a little different. And these also I got from the Scrapbooking Expo as well. And I believe that finishes this page. Feels good to scrapbook again. I hope you've enjoyed this process video and will join me next time. See you next time. Bye.